coming to you live and crusty. We are here to go over season 18 episode 4 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We're going to get right into it. Coming to you live and crusty. So we start off the episode at Khloe's house. We're in her closet and she's on the phone with Tristan, and then she gets a little gift from him. He was so thoughtful to give her a Christian Dior bag, and I thought it was really cute. And she kind of laughed, she chuckled, she was like, you gotta stop sending me stuff, because again, we've talked about this, these gray areas, these gray lines of getting back together, not getting back together, getting back together, just co-parenting. So she's like, you gotta stop buying me stuff. And I think she even offered it up to Kim. She's like, Kim will like this. They're on the phone talking, and he says something slick along the lines of having another child, and she was like, who said I was having your baby? Who? And I was like, oh. She said, hold up, who said I was having another baby with you? Who said I was giving you another baby? Pump your brakes. I already don't know if I want to be with your ass again, let alone have another baby with you. So moving into the next scene, we have Khloe sitting down with Scott. They're having lunch together, and she just briefly shows him a picture of True in her Halloween outfit. It was so cute. So Scott and Khloe sit down to talk about how they can prank Kris. We know in the past they've pulled plenty of pranks on her. They say she's the easiest to prank, so they're trying to see what clever thing they can do that they haven't done already that will really just get under her skin. And so Khloe suggests dressing as her mother, which we know she's already obsessed with, which is very weird because she actually does look like her. Scott is gonna have someone in the car. They're gonna ride around, basically have their team take pictures of her. She's just gonna be sloppy, pissy drunk. And then Scott says the story's gonna say, oh, Kris Jenner is so drunk she pees in a bush. That's a little much, that's a little far, but I'm all for it. I thought it was funny. Now in this next scene, we have Kylie with her friend Stassi. They're in the car riding around, just making girl talk, talking about, again, Halloween. And Kylie suggested that they could be princesses. She's like, you know, I can be Ariel, and obviously you will be Cinderella, because her friend is blonde hair, blue eyed. She's very pretty. And out of nowhere, she literally just like slammed on her brakes because she almost hit another car. And she's like, did you see that? I almost hit someone. This is what got me. When she said, you know, I'm like blind, right? I can't see. I'm thinking to myself, I'm finna kill you before you kill us, because why the hell would you have me in this car with you? So she says in confessional that her vision has got progressively worse since she's been pregnant. And she asked her friend to look back in the back seat to see if her glasses are back there. You know damn well you left them glasses at home. You know that. After they swap seats and Stassi is driving the car now, she's like, Kylie's like, yeah, my vision's so bad I can't even see Stormi when I'm holding her. That's a problem. Like, if you can't see your own daughter while you holding her, why the hell are you operating a motor vehicle? Why are you driving, let alone with somebody else in the car risking their life too? And then she just jokingly mentioned how she's always wanted glasses, and now that she has them, she doesn't wear them. I've always wanted glasses too. I don't know why, but I don't know. I've just always wanted frames to wear. I don't know. It's really weird. Moving on to the next scene, we are now at Khloe's house. Kris happens to pop over to talk with her, and they are talking about co-parenting. And of course, this is Khloe's first time going through all of this with her and Tristan not being together. So she tells her mother how it is just a beast. It's something that she's been avoiding. She hasn't been trying to think about it, with, of course, Tristan playing basketball, the on and off season. She's just really been trying to avoid it. Khloe says that she likes how consistent and present he is in her life, but she's just genuinely concerned about how co-parenting is gonna go as far as flying her out there. She said for sure You know, I don't want her going out there with a nanny. I don't want her going out there with anybody else but me. I would feel comfortable taking her out there myself and then flying back home. But to send her with a nanny, I just can't do that. I would have to go myself. And so she's just panicking, freaking out a little bit. And Chris is like, you'll figure it out. It'll be all right. So now we are back at Kylie's house. We have Stassi in the kitchen with her. And she asked Kylie how the movie was. So apparently the night before, or a few nights back, she went to the movie with a group of friends. And bitch couldn't see. She couldn't see anything. So she said, you know, I kind of felt bad because I didn't have my glasses with me and I didn't want to make a big deal about it and have to leave the group. So I just sat there not being able to see. I'm just like, well, that's a waste of money if you can't see, and then that's a waste of time taking the chance to crash. Like, Stassi decides, you know what, I've had enough. I'm going to go get LASIK, whether you're coming or not. So she sits down with her. She's like, all it is a laser in your eye. That's it. You just look into the blinking light and you won't even feel anything. And then they briefly showed a clip of when Kim got her LASIK done. And I do remember seeing that episode. I remember that vividly because I was cringing. Even though it wasn't like a needle poking her in the eye, it was still like just seeing them work on her eye, and they removed like a layer. It was so disgusting. I still remember it. I have it in my head. Kylie just ends up sucking it up and she's like, fine, I'll go. And then they just kind of cheers or toast to it with their little coffee. Moving right along. In this next scene, we have Tristan. He pops up. He did a little pop-up on Chloe. He said, this is mine, it's still mine, this is forever gonna be mine. He did a little pop-up on True for 24 hours. With his busy schedule, he has some free time. Not only is obviously Chloe there, Malika and Khadijah, the twins, they're there as well, having girl talk in the backyard. You know, after they're talking for a little bit, Chloe kind of tries to dismiss him, and he put this flower in her jacket, like right here. He was like, it's for me and True. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she took it out and she slammed it on. And I think it was Khadijah. She was like, where are your manners? Remember to have manners. And then you saw immediately after she threw it on the ground, she had it in her hand again. So I guess she picked it back up. He's in the house with True. They're having their girl talk in the backyard. Chloe briefly says, you know he popped up on me, right? Like, he just popped up on me and True. And I told him, I was like, what if I was having an orgy? Girl, you ain't having no damn orgy, girl. Be quiet. Malika and Khadijah tell her that they have business to do in Atlanta. They said, we're gonna be in Atlanta for a very long time, at least 6 months. And she's like, doing what? Y'all ain't gonna be in Atlanta for 6 months. And then Malika, she like broke the ice. She couldn't do it. She was like, you know what, I can't even do it. We're not going to Atlanta. I'm having a baby, I'm pregnant. And she goes, Chloe goes, she's like, no way, I thought you were just fat. I was like, damn. But she was 4 months and Chloe couldn't even believe. First of all, to me, she was small. To be 4 months, she looked very, very small. But she was so excited for her. And then Tristan came back out. She told him the news. He gave her a hug and it was so sweet. Chloe was like, have you told Kim? And she was like, actually, I've been hesitant about that because Kim talks a lot. She runs her mouth a lot. And that's understandable. I mean, obviously you don't want someone spilling the beans before you spill the beans. You want to be able to tell your own news and surprise everybody on your own. You don't want someone else going around telling your secret or your surprise. Now we have Chloe. She comes out in her Kris Jenner glory, as she says. She's in this Adidas tracksuit, this famous black short wig on with her gladiator shades. So hilarious. And Scott is just laying on the couch on his phone and he's like, holy shit. He like freaked out, scared. It really is scary how obsessed she is with being her mother, like looking like her mother. So she sits down, she calls Rob, and Rob answers the phone. She was like, how is this? He's like, yeah, you're good. Somehow he finagled, that's what she said, he finagled getting the car, which when you have, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, she wouldn't notice one is gone. He pulled up at her house. Chloe called, FaceTimed Kim, and I think it was North who was on the phone that we saw. She was like, that's not grandma, that's Coco. And she was like, oh my God, like you ruined it, you blew it. And it was so funny because she was like, I saw her voice. Well, you know, little kids, they don't be knowing what they saying. She's like, that's Coco, I saw her voice. But she's really calling Kim to see how she can help her get away with this prank. And Kim has worked with a lady by the name of Tracy. She was once a publicist, but she's been working with Kim for years, so she knows that Tracy would know exactly, you know, the direction to go with these photos or videos or whatever they decide to do. She knows that she's, you know, she knows what she's doing. Now Scott and Chloe are in the car. Well, Scott and Chris, they're in the car now. They're in the drive-thru and they get $68 worth of food. $68 of McDonald's. That's 68 McChickens, 68 sweet teas, I don't know how many cream pies, because it's not $2 for $1 no more. I thought it was really funny when Scott pulled up to the window, the cashier was like, oh, you're Scott Disick, right? He's like, yeah, how you doing? And he's like, fine, good, you know, whatever. And then Chris goes, does nobody recognize Kris Jenner? Once they get the food, they go to this private parking lot. She gets in the front seat of the truck. She has a cigarette in her hand. I don't know if it's a real one or a fake one, but she has a cigarette in her hand. At first, she had her hands fully out. Now, Chloe wears nails. Chris obviously doesn't. So her crew member, I think it was her crew member, was like, your nails, your nails. So she had to tuck her hands in like this so it wouldn't be as, you know, obvious that it's not her. She held the cigarette like this. Scott was like, get that burger out. So she reaches over in the passenger seat, she gets her burger, and she just goes in, literally hanging off the window with the cigarette in her hand, the burger in her mouth, just eating like a savage, just disgusting. And Scott's like, yeah, eat that burger, get that burger popping. And then Chloe's like, do you know who the I am? I'm Kris Jenner. She parks the car, she gets out. She pulls her pants down. I'm assuming she has shorts on underneath. But she pulls her pants down and she poured a little bit of the drink on the ground to make it look like piss. And then she kind of looked back like she's looking back at the camera. And then the final pick was she went into the bush and fake threw up the burger that she just ate. So now we're back at Kylie's. We are with Kylie in her house. Her mom pops by because she is worried about the surgery. She's worried that something is gonna go wrong. And her mother just assures her everything's gonna be okay. She said, you pushed a baby out of your ooh-ooh. Kris, if you don't just say pussy like we damn near saw it on the last episode with you with Corey in the hotel room. So, ooh, come on now. So now they're in the office, and like I said a little bit ago, they briefly showed the flashback of Kim when she went and got the surgery done. And when Kylie sat in the chair, she just told the surgeon, you know, look, don't tell me what you're about to do, just do it. And I feel her on that because I'm the same way. When I go to get my wax done, like, don't count down, don't tell me when, just do it. What I noticed with some of the estheticians, some of them, they have their, of course, their own methods. Some count down, some will let you know, some just, you know, make conversation and try to throw you off. I'm used to it by now, so I know every single method. Obviously, when you count down, when you tell me you're about to do it, and I know when you trying to distract me and get my mind off the pain, it's gonna hurt regardless. So don't say nothing, just do it. So Kylie, I thought she was really bogus because what she said in the confessional, she said Stassi's gonna go first, so if something goes wrong, I can just get out of here. And I'm just like, damn, she bogus. I was like, damn, she bogus. That reminded me of when my best friend and I, we went and got matching tattoos. You know, she a real thug, she a real G or whatever. So I made her sit down and get her tattoo first. I was like, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first so I can see that you really gonna do it and you really about it. And then when he put that needle down, I was like, damn, now I do. now I gotta get it. I gotta get it too, so whatever. But you know what, I was actually surprised that it didn't take that long. I mean, obviously they shortened it for the show, but you know, they made it seem like it was super quick, super easy, like it was literally less than 5 minutes. She told the surgeon what time it was. She could see, and the drugs that they were on could not drive home. I mean, obviously after any surgery you don't want to drive yourself home, but they were just super loopy. And then in confessional, Kylie was like, I am a LASIK surgery survivor. My name is Kylie Jenner. Moving on to the next scene, we have Khloe and Kim sitting down together having a little sister talk, and Khloe mentions to Kim how Tristan just popped up on her. Kim said, oh, that was so sweet, you know, just to pop up and see True. Khloe said that she felt kind of smothered. On one hand, she feels like it's super sweet for him to just, you know, pop up and obviously want to see his daughter, because, you know, you could have a, you know, an ain't shit baby daddy that don't want to see his child. But she was like, on one hand it's super sweet, but then on the other hand it's like, who do you think you are to pop up on me? How she said that, the way she said that in the confessional, I was like, girl, you want that man back. You want him to pop up on you. You want him to see a little something. Don't act like you don't act like you just totally turned off by this man, by your baby daddy. Don't act like you're completely turned off, because you're not. Then she mentions how she's not comfortable sending True in the morning. You know, it's very emotional for her, but it isn't about her, so she's going to have to just pull her emotions out of it and think about True. And then Kim says co-parenting must be very hard. And when she said it, it was like, I can't relate. Gosh, that sucks. It sucks for you. Like, she just said it so monotone. Now we have Kylie. She's back at the house after her surgery. She has the black pair of shades. So she has those shades on her face, and she's laying down in her bed, and her mom is right there with her, of course, and she says, I want a glass of water, no ice, with lemon. And she's like, okay, sweetheart. So when she comes back with the water, she also gives her a bell. Now, she know good and well that she was gonna wear that bell out and request everything under the sun that she wasn't thinking about before, just to have her ripping and running. She's ringing it and ringing it and ringing it and ringing it. Mom, mom, mom. Chris is downstairs cooking tacos, and she said, how do you guys not cook with Lawry's? I said, Lawry's? What you know about that? I was like, okay, girl, I see you. You got a little flavor in your life, you know, a little something. Cause you know, we put that shit on everything. We put Lawry, any type of meat, whatever it is, we put that on everything. Them tacos did look bomb. I ain't gonna lie. When she got upstairs and gave her them tacos look good. So what she did, she was being childish, and she like put it in her mouth and took it out. Put it in her mouth and took it out, and she's like, Mom, stop playing with me. So she put it in her mouth, and what had me cracking up, when Kylie was eating, she was like, period, like this is good. And if you know me, you know that I dance. When I eat, it don't matter what it is, it don't matter what time of the day it is, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, in between. If it's good, as soon as I put the first bite in my mouth, I'm like, oof. I think that's my way of saying thank you, Jesus, thank you, God, for this food, for this delicious meal. Besides me praying, because I still say my prayer. I say thank you, Jesus, for this food, amen. But when I'm done and I put that first bite in my mouth, and it just melted in my mouth, oh yeah, I'm doing a little praise. That's what praise dance. I do a little praise dance. This bun is just falling. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. After she eats the tacos, she got the itis now. She tired, so she's like, Mom, I want you to lay down with me, you know, cuddle me basically. And Chris was like, I got work to do. I got shit to do. So what I'm gonna do like, I think she said Khloe. She put her on blast. She said, I'm gonna do like Khloe did when she was little and she snuck out the house when she was younger, and I'm gonna stuff the bed. She stuffed the bed with the pillows, and then she put a wig at the top where the pillow was. And I was like, obviously she gonna know that's not your head, but Kylie like barely touched it. She like barely touched the wig, so she didn't know that it wasn't her actually laying down there with her. So we move on. We are with Tracy, Chloe, and Kim. They're all sitting down. I can't remember whose house they're at, but Chloe is just really excited to get these pictures out, to get this prank done and over with. But Tracy kind of slows her down. She's like, wait a minute, you know, for this to be believable, we can't just shoot it out there and then be done. Like, it can't just be done that quickly. So Tracy says, I'm gonna make a phone call to her just saying, you know, there are some very inappropriate pictures out of you, and I'm gonna get them killed as soon as I can. And she's also probably gonna want to see the pictures, and I'm just gonna say no, they wouldn't even allow me to see the pictures, but they just said they have the photos, they won't allow me to see them, and they're gonna put them out. Next we have Chloe. She's on her way to Cleveland, and I thought it was so, Tristan really want her back, y'all. Like, Tristan really, he's trying, he's doing what he has to do as a strong black man to really win this woman over. When she walked in, I thought it was so cute. It was like balloons, welcome home, Coco, and True. It was so cute. Chloe kind of went in and just made all the proper adjustments, just making sure everything's good, because, you know, things have changed since the last time True was there. Just making sure the crib is adjusted right, and, you know, her drawers are filled with Pampers and wipes, and she has the appropriate toys that, you know, she's actually going to play with. She's making sure just everything in the room is set for her, and she's just completely comfortable. What I thought was so funny, Chloe was in the room, and then Tristan eventually came in the room, and the closer he got to her, he kind of did his head like this, like, yeah baby. Like, he kind of put his head down as he walked towards her, and I cracked up laughing. I don't know if anybody else caught that, but me, I caught it, and I just cracked up laughing, because I'm like, this dude is a creep. He's doing, again, like I said, he's doing whatever he gotta do. He's not gonna quit. He's not gonna give up at all. So he asked her about her nap times and when she gets up and what she eats, and Chloe is very impressed. She's very happy. She's like, you know, Tristan, he's asking all the right questions, and that's just making me 1000% more comfortable leaving her here. He's just super concerned. He wants to make sure that he's doing everything correctly. Then he tried to be slick and throw in how he was gonna keep True, and Chloe was like, no, because I'm already hesitant to leave her here, so you're not gonna kidnap my baby. He was like, well, it's not kidnapping if the mother knows where the child is. You try to be slick with it, like, ooh, you see how comfortable the carpet is, how soft it is? And she was like, don't go there, don't go there. Then he mentioned something about Coco Takes Cleveland, and that actually doesn't sound bad at all. That sounds like a really, really good spinoff. I don't know, maybe she need to look into that. That can be another bag for just her. So now we go back to Chloe's house. We have Tracy there as well, and she calls Chris. First of all, she's kind of nervous, because she's like, I'm kind of nervous to be in on this prank, but I'm gonna do it. And she's like, if you guys cannot laugh, and when I'm about to laugh, I'm gonna mute the phone. So she calls her, and she says, someone from TMZ is trying to leak some very unflattering photos of you. And she just goes on to ask all of these questions that they didn't think she would ask. Chris is actually with Kim, and they were worried that she was gonna blow their spot up by laughing, you know, kind of obviously revealing that they're pranking her, that they're playing some type of game. But she didn't. She actually didn't crack at all. But Chloe was just like kind of upset, like, why is she asking all these questions? So she was like, describe the car, where was I? So they said it was a gray Rolls Royce. You were outside of the Kylie office. And she said, no, it was black, and I was not outside the Kylie office at all. I was never outside of the office. It may have been, she was like, it may have been, I think she said, what she said, she didn't say gum. She said it was something little. I may have thrown it out the window or something little, but it wasn't like just throwing big shit out the window or nothing like that. She just was super just pissed. She was asking all these questions. Chloe and Scott, they were thrown off. They were like, why is she asking all these questions? I wasn't expecting her to ask all these questions. Chris was like very demanding. She was like, I want to see the photos. She said, I would love to see the bullshit that they have. So now we are at Kylie's house. We are at the eyeball party because she got her LASIK. The bitch can finally see again. And so they had balloons all over the house in the shape of eyeballs, which I thought was creepy because I was like, where the hell y'all get them from? All over the living room and the dining room. They had custom cakes made with like the chart, like when you go to the eye doctor and you have to cover your eye and read line 1, read line 5. They had that kind of chart and little mini cakes. Her mom said the cakes were moist. Who doesn't like the word moist? Me personally, I think it's really dumb. I think it's like it's a word to describe something, and most cakes are moist. And they were like, ew, mom, stop. Don't say moist. Just don't say it. So she gets a call in the midst of the eyeball party and steps off to the side. And we already know who it is. It's Tracy again, calling her to let her know that they won't release the photos. They won't show her the photos. They won't give her any idea, hint as to nothing, a date or anything. And Chris is going off. She's like, they can't give you a date. That's bullshit. They can't give you a date. They can't give you the time. They can't give you nothing. They can't give you any idea of when the photos were taken, where they were taken at, what time. And then Chloe's like, Mom, what are you going off about? She's like, well, they gave Tracy some bullshit that they can't even release the date that they had the photos taken. You're now in the last scene where we have Chloe over Scott's house. They're sitting down, just chatting it up a little bit. Tristan calls her. And Tristan calls her. She puts the phone on speaker, I'm assuming so he can't talk all dirty and nasty and reel her back in. So she's like, hold on, I'm gonna put you on speaker. To her surprise, to Chloe's surprise, she has no separation anxiety. And she was like, I thought it was hilarious. She was like, I'm actually kind of offended. Should I be offended that my baby doesn't miss me? Like, she's actually good. Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing that I'm having anxiety, but she's not having anxiety? Chloe makes it very clear that this won't be an every weekend thing for her. She's just getting comfortable with letting True go with him solely by themselves. So she said this isn't going to be an every week thing, but we can look into it. I have to see your schedule, what you're actually up to, because I want you to be there with her. You know, obviously she can't knock his career. Like, you know, that's his career. And then Scott kind of briefly says, he said, I basically paved the way of this co-parenting thing to make it easy. And then Scott and Tristan tried to have a separate little combo about cars and trucks. And Chloe's like, all right, gotta go bye. She's like, y'all not about to have that private conversation on my line, on my phone. Y'all can call each other and talk and kiki and cackle and on y'all own time. And so Tristan ended the episode. He said, thank you for trusting me with our princess. And I thought that was so cute. I just thought it was so cute and adorable. And he's just literally saying everything possible. His words are coming out smooth like butter to just completely win her over and make her smile and make her blush. And like I said, they tried to do their little side chatter, Scott and Tristan, and she was like, all right, gotta go bye. This ponytail is raggedy. But as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.